Hello, my noble band of outlaws. Outlaw Samurai coming at you live with a video. Well, this is the promised review of China Star that I know I've been saying I'm going to make forever, but never really had the time or the money. With me is, of course,
Outlaw Wiccan. I got my favorite crab rangoons.
How's the crab rangoon? And make sure you don't shout too loud. Remember, Outlaw Samurai is always respectful of other people's dining experiences. Speak into the camera.
The crab rangoons are delicious.
As you can see, I have quite the assortment myself. Now, the difference between me and Outlaw Wiccan is Outlaw Wiccan is disgusted by the taste of chicken for reasons we won't get into. Now, they do have string beans, just like a great taste. Thank you. The string beans are quite delicious. They are slightly, I don't know what they use, but I'm guessing it's some form of MSG combined with salt. Because unlike at Great Taste, where they're served with a glaze-like sauce, these are straight up salted and onion and garlic, I would say.
And cooked to perfection because they're still slightly crunchy.
They're just crunchy enough that you get a crunch, but they're also soft enough.
For people with bad teeth.
Yeah. Now, in the future, I'm hoping to get a non-intrusive camera setup where I can have a microphone and get better audio. Next, we'll move on to the potatoes.
Your headset has a good microphone that you can, with your wireless headset.
I don't know if that will work. I've never tested Bluetooth.
It works on YouTube.
Shit like that doesn't work really well on my phone. But in any case, the potatoes are nice and golden brown with a good amount of seasoning. They're thick, they're soft, and they're quite good. Now, I will say this, they don't seem to be as cut as thinly as they are at Great Taste, which do lead to some of them becoming crunchy. And both me and Outlaw Wiccan prefer crunchier potatoes.
The lo mein's really good too.
So far, I would rate the green beans.
I should say chow-mein.
What would you rate the green beans as, Outlaw Wiccan? Because I'm thinking 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
And you're probably wondering, well, why such a low score? And that's because of us being backwoods picks. We love bacon in our green beans.
Exactly.
So that's the personal bias that we have.
It would have been a 10 out of 10 with bacon.
Exactly. With personal biases. Without personal biases, as just green beans overall, they do get a 9 out of 10 for me.
9.5 for me.
And you're probably wondering, well, Outlaw, why? Why the 9 out of 10, not 10 out of 10? It's because I'm honest. And while these are good, I just can't help but compare them to the green beans that our grandmother made in the past. That me and Outlaw Wiccan would, more times than not, fight over. Next, we'll move on to the teriyaki chicken, which is for what I can see a staple at most Chinese buffets, especially around Bloomington, because every single one of them has a chicken skewer.
Chicken is a major staple in the Chinese diet.
These aren't bad.
Like I said, Lo mein.
Has to be good with how much you've eaten of it so far.
I've got very little bit of lo mein left.
Yeah, a pile out yay big.
Now I'm trying to beat chow mein.
Now, the other menu items that I will attempt to video whilst Outlaw Wiccan finishes her plate and, of course, guards the sword.
The lo mein, the beef lo mein is really good too. The cucumbers have a nice crunch to them, but they are soft, but still with the crunch. The mushrooms are cooked to perfection.
In case you couldn't hear, she said the mushrooms and the cucumbers are both cooked to perfection with a lovely crunch. And unlike me, who can't stand the sight or taste of a mushroom, she will eat them like a damn Viking berserker. Now on to...
The beef is tender. It's really good.
I like the portion size of this.
What is that? Crab rangoon?
No. Popcorn chicken. I shouldn't say popcorn chicken. Technically, it's sweet and sour chicken without the sauce. But again, these are pretty much uniform throughout.
And this place is busy, which means it does do good business.
Yes, it is quite packed in here. Which is why the camera is, which are two reasons why the camera is pointing straight up. One is because of how busy it is, we don't want to get other people in the shots. And second is that first reason again. Remember, consent is important in filming. Well, with that in mind, I don't know what they do to this one to get its gorgeous color, because
Gorgeous caramelized over.
yeah, because the chicken skewers are great taste don't have this light coloration, they're much darker, and this is sweeter.
Means they use a different glaze.
Now, as I've eaten at pretty much every Asian buffet I can find in Bloomington so far, I guess you could call me an unofficial Chinese buffet aficionado of Bloomington. Now, technically, Mr. Hibachi is a Japanese style buffet, but still, the only one that I know of.
And actually, Japanese and Chinese are not Asian. Aren't part Asia.
Yeah, they are.
They are.
China and Japan are both Asian. Excuse her lack of knowledge, she gets confused sometimes. She thinks of one thing and then immediately thinks of another thing.
I just assumed that they weren't part of the Asian culture because they weren't part of Asia itself.
No. Japan, China, Russia,
Russia's not
India.
Asia.
Yeah, let me finish. India, that's all considered Asiatic to an extent because they're all connected to the Asian half of the European continent.
That makes sense.
Now, there's natural differences because India has a much higher focus on spices and non-beef based food, which Outlaw Wiccan would never be able to survive on an Indian diet, not just because of the spice, but because of the sheer amount of chicken that it has.
My body doesn't exactly do well on chicken. It rejects it a lot.
Now, I will be stopping the video here whilst I go and get some other things because there's this weird, hard, shelly thing that I saw over there that I want to try. Food B-roll. Where'd the plates go again? Oh, there they are. Egg roll. Oh, grilled scallop is apparently what that is. Ooh, cornbread nuggets. I have no idea what a British sarumi nugget is. I believe that's grilled pepper chicken. That's the crab rangoon, wonton, some sort of noodle salad. And then finishing off the buffet section. Now, while Outlaw Wiccan goes and gets her second plate, I have a large variety of delicacies to try. First, because the American in me can't resist a good cornbread, especially a cornbread mini muffin. Okay, I think I grabbed the wrong thing because this is a fish thing. And this is cornbread battered fish, which then, yummy. I have no idea what that is. Oh, it's a scallop. Thank you. I thought it was the cornbread thing. I believe this is the fried wonton. Nope, this is the cornbread thing with literal corn inside. I like it. Next we have the fried surumi stick. I have no idea what a fried surumi is. Oh, it's a fried cheese stick. We have two of them. As the Outlaw Wiccan also found the fried cheese stick and the cornbread thing.
And the scallop.
And the scallops. How's the scallop? Remember, speak loud enough that they can hear you, but not loud enough that it disturbs others.
I give it an 8.
That's high praise from someone who rarely eats seafood.
Well, I love seafood.
Now, how does one eat these scallops, Outlaw Wiccan?
You just...
This seems more like a clam.
They will leave a thing there, but that just works. Attached.
It's not bad, but I definitely got a weird taste in the beginning.
Weird taste is the saltiness. Because they are extremely salty.
Thank you. So how would we find you on YouTube?
Oh, Outlaw Samurai 47.
Outlaw Samurai 47?
Yeah.
Perfect, thank you.
Welcome.
Have a blessed one.
Do not get confused with the one who makes memes of me. Next we have the fried flaky fish. Not bad. Could use more salt and pepper though.
Solid 8.
What?
Solid 8.
I agree with Outlaw Wiccan. A lack of pepper.
Lack of that and actually lack of lemon pepper. Really.
Nah, but the lemon is more of a sauce.
Lemon pepper goes really good with fish when you fry it.
I prefer lemon pepper on fish that I bake. When it comes to fried fish, I prefer it in sauce form.
True. And if that's the case, I would use white pepper and pink sea salt.
She's
Himalayan
pink sea salt crazy.
Well, sea salt or Himalayan pink. Because they're not as overpowering as regular salt.
I don't think I like the scallops too well.
Well, they're an acquired taste.
No, it's not.
Sure.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
The meat I like, but that initial taste is what.
The salt
Yeah.
and whatever sauce they use, yeah.
So, as I've eaten scallops in many a different form before, usually they come pre-shucked. Which, before anyone says anything, no, shucking is not a naughty terminology. It's the actual terminology for breaking open shellfish and taking out their flesh.
Yep.
Usually when I eat scallops, they already are pre-shucked or they come frozen. Next we'll try their dumplings. Now this is what I'll be most...
This is pretty good.
I know, it's... I expected it to be like a solid cornbread mini muffin. Then I bit into it. Now I will say this, I would have preferred if it was more salty savory than sweet corn.
Agreed. It's not sweet corn. Sweet corn would have been better. It's cream corn that they're using.
Yeah.
So yeah, sweet corn would have been better than cream corn.
Yeah. Now this is what I'll be most critical on because my favorite Chinese food is dumplings. Something aside from chicken.
They should be pork, if I remember reading correctly.
Pork dumpling?
Yeah.
Stole my damn dumpling.
Really good pork dumplings.
I know. Personal biases and personal biases aside, I give that 10 out of 10.
Yeah, so do I.
Now there's one thing I will say. The dumplings from Chow Bao.
Which I've not been to.
Yeah. I've ordered from DoorDash but never went to. The dumplings from Chow Bao are about 4 times that size. And they are extremely juicy, whether you get them fried or steamed. But in terms of flavor,
Those are definitely steamed.
I like it. Do I wish they could have been bigger? Yes, but we need to understand that, as I said in the Yoho's food review, restaurants need to think about food costs. So bigger portions means using more of the ingredients, meaning have to order more ingredients.
You mean you have to charge more.
Exactly. Now for the thing that I'm most curious. Ooh, I have another dumpling that you're not stealing.
I wasn't going to.
We have this pineapple crab meat.
I got some to try as well.
I'm going to get some pineapple and crab at the same time. Oh wait, first a palate cleanser. Come bite. This is weird.
Skull.
I do Asian greeting, and she does filthy barbarian European skull greeting.
That Actually, it's Norwegian.
Barbarian, Viking, same diff. Just know that these are jokes, people. We don't actually mean it. But
That's an interesting taste.
that's what I was thinking, because, again, me and Outlaw Wiccan, we have similar tastes of we prefer salty, savory food to sweeter food. Which is also one of the probably reasons why we don't both weigh 800 pounds. Because salty, savory food tends to be healthier.
Yes, it does.
And I don't mean in salt content, I mean in the actual ingredients used to make it.
It's a little on the sweet side. Pineapple.
Yeah. And crab meat already has a very natural sweetness to it.
It does.
You could almost say crab is like the candy of the ocean.
I don't like it.
I don't mind it, especially if I don't eat it with a pineapple piece.
I even tried it without pineapple. I really don't like it.
Try it without pineapple and see what
I
you
did.
Huh. You got some weird. I think they put celery in this
They did.
and onion.
They did.
I'm just gonna pick that out.
Oh, celery is cooked
I don't care.
really to a nice consistency.
I don't care. My 5-year-old's coming out. I don't want it.
I just don't like it.
I mean, it's not like you have to eat it. I mean, you didn't get that much to begin with.
No, I don't get that much if it's something new I'm trying. In case I don't like it.
And I'm the same way. I knew I'd like crab meat.
Even though I don't like it, I'd still give it a solid 5.
I'm going to be a little more generous and give it a solid 8.
Well, I give it a solid 5 because I don't like it.
Yeah. And the reason I give it a solid 8 is, and this is both the score for the personal and for the personal bias and the non-bias. Non-bias is because, yes please, Dr. Pepper, no ice. And, what was I saying?
Both biased and non-biased.
Okay, yeah. Both biased and non-biased. The reason it's an 8 on both sides is because crab is a sweet meat, so I can't say much against it for the non-bias. And also, crab is also traditionally eaten in a lot of coastal areas, thank you, with pineapple in some form or another.
I think I got a little carried away with the pineapple.
Yeah, it's definitely a little too sweet. Which leads me into my personal bias. My personal bias being that it loses for the not being salty savory. And it also loses because, and most of you are probably going to point this out when I tell you this, but I like the Kroger seafood salad better.
I do too.
And I don't even know if that's made with real crab meat.
It's not. It's actually made with imitation crab.
You can call me an uncultured heathen all you want in the comments below.
Me too. I will always give egg rolls a solid 9, as well as spring rolls, with my biases, because I love them. So let's see what they rate without the bias.
You need to eat it first. They put a pickle in that?
I need to drink and water pressure.
Let me get a swig of this. Now, normally I don't eat egg rolls unless they're at Great Taste, which they got. I think they put cabbage in them at Great Taste.
I think that's what that is.
I swear, if my father sees it, he's going to say, "And you didn't eat cabbage at New Year's all these years? Why?"
I'd say without the bias, another solid 9.
I'll go 8 with bias towards Great Taste because Great Taste is crunchier.
Actually, I'll go 8.5. But there are some out there that I do like better because they are crunchier.
And then without my biases towards great taste, and probably you're probably wondering, Outlaw, why are you so biased towards great taste? It's like, it's the Chinese restaurant I've always been to. It's one I've been to since high school. It's the quick.
It has excellent food.
Do what?
It has excellent food.
That too. And normally whenever
And it's decent priced.
yeah. And those aren't the only reasons, those are just like economical reasons. But there's just something about great taste that I love. And it's not just the food, it's the ambience, it's
Yeah, the atmosphere.
the fact that I can walk in there and I don't have to say a damn word. They already put my drink of choice down. Because I've been in there so many times. They're like, ooh, fat white boy, come back. They're like, ooh, fat redneck, come back. Spend many. Don't give me shit in the comments, I joke.
Yes. But we are proud rednecks.
Pretty much. Overall, from service to food, how would you rate China Star Outlaw Wiccan?
8.5, bordering on a 9.
With biases towards great taste, I would say 8.5 as well. And without my biases towards great taste, I'd give it a solid 9.5.
Without biases, 9. With biases, 8.5.
Yeah. And the reason it loses that half a point with me,
I never give anything a solid 10 rating
oh, I do sometimes, but
unless it's actually earned.
yeah. The scallops are what took away that half a point because, as I said, it's not because I've had scallops at other Asian restaurants before.
I
It's
love scallops, and I dock a full point for those.
it's because I've had scallops in so many other forms that when I ate them, I'm not going to lie, it's slightly, and Outlaw Wiccan can attest to how often this happens, slightly triggered my gag reflex.
Yeah,
Which, how often does something trigger my gag reflex?
not often at all.
I've literally watched shit on YouTube where people have gotten in horrific, gory accidents still eating.
So have I.
Alright? But in any case,
You want to try the spring roll? I'm full.
one more judgment.
And then you got the sweet rolls, which are always good.
Good 10 out of 10 for the spring roll. Let's just try one bite. So the spring roll gets a 10 out of 10 for both of us.
Yeah.
And there's no personal biases because
Spring rolls are just spring rolls.
that and Great Taste doesn't have any spring rolls, so they have egg roll and Japanese egg roll, which is the really long, thinny ones that look like those hot
Now, I've eaten spring rolls
tortilla
at
dipping things.
many different places, including from different stores. But so far, that is the very best spring roll I have ever eaten.
Right. So, China Star Buffet definitely gets a recommendation from the both of us to come check out. And until next time, I know we'll band of Outlaws. Outlaw Samurai tells all y'all, be crazy rednecks, be safe, use your weapons. And this will be a slightly delayed video because A, I have to post shit together. And I also have to upload other videos to make room for the post it together video, and then I have to edit shit, so.
And Outlaw Wiccan says have a blessed one.
And I'm out. Peace.